Negative 43 TV, Sneedville, Purgatory.
The feds, FBI, whoever, you dropping the ball, bro. It's been too long, man. You should have had these people locked up 25 years ago. It's been 25 years. Okay, these people been doing this stuff online like some cowards. You know what I mean? Look at this fool. Here's another fool. Y'all can't teach people how to drive down here? You see the thing says I can walk, but they don't understand that the guy walking has the right of way. Just another wannabe nobody whose parents paid for everything. That's what all y'all are. And they'll really run their mouth. I don't respect none of you, bro. Like I said, I really don't care at this point. I got everything to lose and I still don't care. I'm not gonna put up with this. I've had enough. I'm gonna start calling all y'all out and I'm gonna get worse and worse with it. Watch. I know what I'm doing, homie, and you can't get me on nothing because I know how to talk. Like, nah, bro, I want to call y'all out, real talk. Honestly, like, I want to confront and I want to have a conversation face to face with everybody. That's what I want, just like I've been doing. I've been confronting you fools, and all y'all back down. So what you mean, bro? So you think because you in a position in some corrupt agencies, corrupt departments, you think you can push your weight around? There we go. There's a honk, and you think you could tell me what to do? Really? You think you could just harass me? And oh, it's behind the scenes, nobody will find out. Well, that's about to come to the forefront because I know for a fact that the people who type on my channel are corrupt cops and people connected to corrupt cops. I have factual evidence for all of this. You understand? You got people right now that are a part of this group that they're already snitching and telling on the group. Y'all don't understand. This has to be done. These people have to be exposed. There is no choice. We can't dismiss this no more. We can't say, oh, words don't matter. It's not about words. These people are everywhere. Freemasons are everywhere. These people are a conspiracy. They're trying to trap me. They're trying to take my life. You know, I don't have a choice. I gotta stand up. So like I said, this is not gonna continue. You're gonna back off, stay off my page. As long as you're typing on my page, you're showing intent to try to cause harm to me. Correct? Okay, get off my page, homie. Right? And if you don't get off my page, then, I mean, what do you expect? I mean, you know, I'm gonna be on edge and paying attention. Because y'all weird as hell. You know what I mean? Like I said, it don't make no sense. You can't just sit there and bluff all day with a real. Don't play like that, man. You feel me? Like I said, these people issued all of you-know-whats towards me, right? Like, don't make no sense, man. You trying to run your mouth. I'm on a platform that has rules. Make it make sense, bro. But still, my channel has no flags and I'm good, right? Because I just get to delete my lives. Oh, I'll run my mouth all I want. I'll say whatever I want. What are you going to do about it? Any of you. I'm right here on the block right now. Matter of fact, I'm on 802 Ruben Torres right here. I'm right here, bro. I don't hide from no one. I ain't scared of nobody. What's goody? Huh? These are my streets, boy. All of them. All of them. Every block. Right? Who's fake? Huh? I don't get on phones and computers and talk crazy or greasy. I'm really about this. I'm really that. I'm right here. What are you gonna do about it? Huh? Any of you? What's up? I'm supposed to be scared? This ain't my country? I can't walk where I want? I can do whatever I want. What you mean? Huh? Every one of these people is weird, bro. They some weirdos. Really sit there and act like, oh, I'm supposed to be scared. I'm doing something wrong because I'm talking.
And now our first hello of the show. Please welcome Bung Sam. Should be 8 more of you out there. Please say hi, please.
He was raising his voice. He was talking. Yeah. And what? What do you mean? Y'all weird, bro. Like I said, bro, y'all ain't got nothing on me. You can't do nothing with me. Y'all gonna stay losing, and that's it, man. I could care less, bro. Like I said, that's what I'm saying. They all so fake, so corrupt. They be all over that. Some fake nonsense to harass an American citizen, but they won't do their damn job. And y'all think you're scary? You ain't scary. These people committing actual domestic terrorism acts every single day, and they won't do nothing. Nothing. All they do is sit here. Y'all a joke, bro. I'll be right back, man. Let's do the real show, Christina. Let's just be in a good mood, man. These people are wasting my damn time. For real, homie. You know what I mean? Fuck all y'all. How about that?
Now, how about fuck you? Hello there to Stop and Think It. Who is Johnny J? And TQ6 is here as well. It's going to be another good one. I just have that feeling.
Every one of you, fuck you. You ain't going to do shit, pussy. And that's a promise, faggot. How about that? Fuck y'all. Real talk. I'm tired of being harassed every fucking day. You damn right. No, I'm not putting up with it. Yeah, right, I'm pissed, bitch. I'm going to be pissed every day until you get these motherfuckers off my page. Get them off my dick, faggot. That's what all y'all are, on my dick, on my fucking Johnson. Y'all gay as fuck. Faggot. Yeah, I'm a celebrity, bitch. This how you treat celebrities, you fucking faggot? Right, and I'll tell any of you to your fucking face. Pull up, bitch. Any of y'all. Y'all some fucking pussies. How am I hiding, you faggot? Yeah, that's what I thought, pussy.
Hello again, Sneedville. I'm Richbartone, negative 43 TV is live on the Sunday, January 5th. Well, I said yesterday that I would go live if it snowed in my vicinity simply to mark the occasion. Well, according to the local weather radar, it should have started snowing here about an hour ago. I look out my window and I see fuck all. I imagine in the long run that's probably really good news, but the wife and I were actually kind of hoping to get snowed in for a couple days, coffee, nice dinners, lots of gym work for me. And I'm beginning to have my doubts relative to my area, but good Lord in heaven, the central states have not been missed. They're actually having tornadoes in Mississippi and Louisiana, ice storms, blizzards everywhere. So, when you look at it in that context, we're actually very lucky to so far have seen nothing. Silicone is here. Some polar vortex. Yeah, tell me about it. So far, for us, where I'm sitting, it has been nothing. For a lot of other people, it has been a living hell and will continue to be for some time. To new arrivals, Sticky TT6, used to call him Troll Team 6. He's just played Sticky now, and he is a famous mute game champion known throughout Purgatory, and Sheriff Gun Scent is here as well. So what I am going to do right now, we're going to put it up on the stage, and there it is. This is what we're going to review this evening. This will be our only feature unless something really, really bizarre happens, like he goes live, and that's just not, it's not going to happen at this particular time of day. Skip Shooter is here. Skip Shooter 727MD is here, and he's here just in time because I am about to hit the candy colored button. I've heard a fair amount of this, heard it earlier today. It's got some good stuff in it, as I recall, but time to stop talking about it and time to start living it on negative 43 TV. Time for wow. Here we go.
Oh, it's windy today. Like we're in Chicago, like it's the windy city. I asked a guy out here the other day about it. He said, yeah, it's always been windy. That's a lie. It ain't never been windy like this out here. People claim to be from here and don't even know what the weather is like. It was never windy here, man. Like, ever. That's why I be asking certain questions and talking the way I do a lot of times to get a feel for, how people are thinking around me. You know what I mean?
Everybody around you hates your guts. You don't need to think about that. It's true.
So like I said, I'm going through it with what I'm going through physically. You know what I mean? But clearly I'm not going to sit here and talk about that. But as far as this network, okay, and like I said, if anybody's coming in the chat and it's not something positive, I mean, I'm just not going to acknowledge you. It's a waste of my time. I'm not here for none of that. I'm not here for games. I'm here for business. This is my business, right? So, number one, everybody on this network I've heard talk and speak has no self-awareness whatsoever. And they all have an opinion, and they all want to project their opinion onto you. These people are still running around saying that they have power when it's been proven they don't. They're still running around
Nobody here is claiming to have any power that we don't normally have in our everyday lives. That would, of course, be your role in this story.
Admitting guilt to felonies, okay, and federal crimes, right? And I'm documenting everything. So it's crazy because every day
it does appear that they're fighting. It absolutely does. Raleigh he's had a good weekend. I've been critical of him, and I'm sure that I will be again. But this weekend, he's done quite the job between setting him up to believe that he's getting $100 that he had no intention of sending him, and the bots. Oh, he's been busy with the bots this weekend, Raleigh Jones. Old Tyree thinks he's actually getting views where he is, and it's great.
There's more people just basically snitching on themselves, self-snitching, which is one of the weakest things you could do. No smart person self-snitches. Okay, so that's how you can look at this and be like, okay. I'll tell you confidently,
Well, if you're trying to, fuck up and do something on a download, no, self-snitching would never be a high-quality play. But you know what the best play is? Don't do fucked up shit to start with. Pretty easy.
Smarter than all y'all put together. I know that. I know that for a fact. It's not even close. You know what I mean? My intelligence level is way beyond your comprehension. You know what I mean? Seriously. So, there's a couple of things I want to talk about.
Okay, talk.
So number one, I'm doing that. I'm getting everything documented, right? And it's like just more of these people just keep telling on themselves, that they know everything. So if you know everything that's gone on this network, then that makes you an accomplice to the crime or to all the crimes that were committed. Right? Smart one? Okay. So keep telling on yourself. That's what y'all do. It's hilarious.
Yeah, it was kind of a weekend making thing here around Sneedville. Hey, Connie's Krusty Charcuter C4 here live right now, and Negasonic middle-aged dickhead is jumping into the madness as well.
Okay, and y'all probably have no idea, you probably have no idea what I'm even talking about, because everybody on here is just way behind. It just doesn't seem to process reality. It's the weirdest thing.
That doesn't make us stupid. That makes you confusing and nonsensical.
Ever seen. You got the other dude, Styles, Steez, aka Sweet Lily. He over there live right now. I've never heard so many contradictions ever. It's just incredible, man.
You haven't heard that many contradictions, huh? You haven't really listened to any of your shows at all, have you? It's all you got.
It's incredible to me how everything that this dude said will do, he's actively doing. I'm a grown man. I'm entitled to my opinion, and I'm just trying to have a conversation because you keep going on your channel and saying a bunch of delusion that doesn't exist. I'm entitled to speak. He doesn't let anyone real talk, so because I'm educated, I'm intelligent, and I talk from a real place that exists within this reality.
You barely got out of high school. Barely got out of high school. I don't even know if he's telling the truth about UT Brownsville. The odds are that he's not.
Right. He, he can't.
Slevin Culebra joins us again on this Sunday.
Have that. So I'm not allowed to talk. You see what I'm saying? Because I'm not going to be typing. I want to talk vocally, right? So, and I want to have you actually listen to what I'm saying because, you're wasting your time.
In case you can't hear, I'm getting ready for our very first smoke 'em if you got 'em. Say hi, Grinder. He's in a pretty good mood today. He really is. And make sure that everybody gets plenty of Negative 43 TV there, Nega.
Like I said, they basically act like they're the superstars on here. And I'm nobody when I'm the only superstar. Man, there's a lot of wind. That's crazy. It's like blowing stuff around. I'm the only superstar.
When that blows stuff around? Really? Why I never. How old are you, 2?
Star here. I'm the only one who made it. The only one. I'm the only one who gets paid on here. And a dude is going like hard as he can talking about music, but doesn't even have a record label. He's not the CEO of his own record label like me.
C4, I have to admit, I have no idea if he barely got out of high school. But listen to him. Listen to him talk. That's all you need to know that he barely got out of high school. And Vids is here, and he arrives with a good suggestion. Hit that thumbs up, everyone. And hey, look, it's John Cole. He's here too.
I'm the CEO of Cashless Bang Records, for real.
He's our MMA guy.
Right? Like I said, my record label financially, and it wasn't even off music. First of all, I sold millions of units out the gate a long time ago. Right? So I outdid every major label that way. Literally, I proved it in front of all of you. Right? Then I went worldwide independently.
And as always, here's to you, Mrs. Robinson.
Proved that a million times, showed you the map, because the website I use, it actually provides an actual map.
Now that I don't know anything about above and beyond what he's claimed. He claimed that he was I believe he was at the University of Texas, Brownsville, according to his story. And he was so smart, he never had to buy any books, and he just quit going to school because he was a billionaire.
Map. So it shows the locations where people...
Which is all of that to say, I doubt he ever set foot in a college.
...are streaming your music where they're hearing you. So I showed y'all the map several times, proving that, I mean, I'm talking about the whole world. It was all, had the little spots on it, like blue spots or whatever. It's been a while, but it shows you on the chart who's listening. So I did that, right? I got my own website, so it's a worldwide. I went worldwide independently as an established rapper, independent, no record deal, what nobody ever did.
All right, Sticky, let's see if we can't get a little mute game going just for you right now, ladies and gentlemen. It's Smoke 'em if you got 'em time right here on Negative 43 TV. We are, in fact, live.
But they have memes on social media that still lie and claim that Drake did this, or they used to say Macklemore did this. None of them did that.
Drake? Macklemore? Macklemore hasn't really had a career for about a year. You know that, right?
Nor did any of them actually get famous. I'm not in denial. This is actual reality. I mean, I can guarantee you can go to parts of the world and there's people who don't...
Fuck fame. Give me the money, keep the fame.
...know who Drake is. It's not fame just because people know who you are. Fame... Hold on.
That is fame. That is fame. The whole thing. People know where you are. It's not fame. That's all it is. Fame is being widely known. That's all it is. Good Lord in heaven, you so dumb. Okay, now if I remember right, by the way, watch lots and lots of Jim Cornette. Lots and lots of Jim Cornette content. Let's grab the slider and join me as we look for, as always, the circle of mouth. Oh, well, didn't have to venture very far. That's good and that's bad. It's good in that the show will go on. It's bad in that he's going to say something.
Chats of what you say. Tweetily deet. All right, tweeters, go ahead and get to twiddling your thumbs and tweeting on my chat. All right.
Tweeting on your chat. This isn't Twitter. Twitter isn't even Twitter anymore. It's X, you obtuse, out of touch dickhead.
I mean, just never seen anything like this, bro. I mean, that's all this is a jaw-dropping reaction for me. Every day I'm like, wow, it's incredible. Absolutely incredible. Man that's talking to himself. He's going. I've seen this dude go harder than any rapper I've ever seen to prove a non-existent point. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. I mean, all you got to do is change a couple of things, make a little bit of critique.
Oh, you're right about that, Sticky. A whole bunch of awesome people here tonight, but there are a whole bunch of awesome people here all the time, so I guess it's not that unusual.
Right? And, like whatever your issue is, drop the issue, right? And stop being envious and jealous and come to the round table and have a conversation. You could already keep this dude set up for the future.
Breakfast for dinner is my idea of rule breaking.
Record deal with Cassius Payne Records.
2 new arrivals as the party continues to pick up steam. It's Hatfield McCoy and it's International Stanley, but you know him better as Nick. Good evening, sir.
Okay. And like I said, you make your own royalties. I'm not giving nobody 1 red cent of mine.
I'm going to try not to subconsciously nip that, Nick.
Not now, not ever. You understand? Like I said, you want to talk about money, right? You want a pocket watch. I mean, you know,
his number 1 enemy is anybody and everybody that is generally successful. The one that comes out of his mouth the most would be, of course, Bum.LA. That I would say is his number 1 enemy. And the funny thing about that is he pays no attention to him and hasn't for years and years and years and years. He knows who I am. Therefore, he knows who we are. Remember, we're all a group here. It's not just me. And he's so scared of us, he won't even mention us, although we have to be right up there. RTS was an enemy and still is an enemy. Again, a guy that gets ignored nowadays. He tends to threaten guys that he absolutely positively knows will not show up on him. Bum Dot doesn't care.
Beyond the point. I mean, you use money to create your dreams. Holding cash is for suckers. I mean, I've taught you the game. You can either learn it or you can continue doing things the way y'all do them.
We have 2 people making dinner now. Escape Velocity joins us, and he's cooking as well. Slevin Culebra, thank you so much for your super chat. Always appreciated.
Failing, right? So, like I said, I mean, my blessings are coming through God. You know what I mean? Like I said, like I'm going through serious stuff.
Yeah, that's probably more true than anything else. He just has a very negative, in more ways than one, a very negative relationship with money. He always has. And remember, holding cash is for suckers. That's why he's on his hands and knees on YouTube every single day, bumming money. And Michael A., hey, by the way, have you blocked him outright yet? You can't be nice to him, can you?
Have been this entire time. So today I'm taking the day off, right? I'm just here to talk to y'all for a minute.
You take a day off 7 days a week. You do not have a job. You have a hobby. This YouTube thing, at our level, it's a hobby and it can't be anything else. Can't be anything else. He's going to bring up his YouTube check here in a bit, if I recall this one right. And he's going to say something extremely stupid. Apparently, he has finally cleared $100. But when we get there, he's going to say something immediately after that is just so dumb. Negative 43 TV, 24 minutes after the hour.
I just want people to understand, like, this dude, I have never seen anyone go this hard to prove a non-existent point. It's incredible. I mean, it really is perplexing. You know what I mean? Because you first of all, you overrate your own talent. I mean, you've gotten on here and you just claim you're the bee's knees. You're such a good rapper. Knees. But you got
that's what all the hip and happening kids used to say in 1928.
Here, who has made at least 10 plus diss songs, right, that were just amazing.
I'm still waiting, bitch. I've done 5 or 6 diss songs on you over the years, and you've never done a diss song on me. It would be hard for me to think of anybody in the whole of purgatory that deserves a diss song more than your humble host, Richbartone. You won't do it. Why? Because you're scared of me. Because I've been getting angry a lot lately, and when I'm angry, I don't sound very friendly, do I? No, it's because when I'm angry, I'm not, pussy.
Right. And you never responded to one of them because you're incapable.
And by the way, anybody, if you're afraid of me, you're kind of lightweight.
Of responding because you don't really know how to make music. Your craft requires and needs a lot of work. You need to work at your craft, man. You know what I mean? just showing old songs and old productions. I mean,
I believe they'll have to file taxes. I know under $17,000, supposedly you don't pay taxes, but they are taking taxes out of your YouTube income, which would indicate that just to be on the side of safety, I would file a tax return. I intend to.
are some of them pretty decent? I mean, yeah, they're all right, but they're not to the level you say.
And now it's our man in Scotland. Ladies and gentlemen, Joe Patricker II joins us. Good evening, sir.
You know what I mean? Like I said, I still listen to the old channels, to the Bobby Manning channel. It's my favorite channel because it has all of that old content. And that's what I'll watch literally in my spare time because there's nothing else to really watch because all of you, hold on.
Now, there are questions have been brought up in the past relative caught up with the IRS.
Because all of you now are
there
born.
have been questions relative to his taxes and his inheritance. Did he pay everything that he needed to on that? I don't know that he did or not.
None of you know how to run a radio program or actually talk or do anything of any substance or intelligence. And, like I said, I mean, y'all do your thing in your corner, but I run this network.
Sure you do. Of course you do. I think I said hi to you, Blue Devil. I'm pretty darn sure I did, but damn, one never really knows anymore around these parts. Negative 43 TV. Let's get caught up with all of this. And now we are, so it is time. That's right, time to go searching for the Circle of Mouth. Join me. Okay, here we go. Oh, well, there it is. Or not. Don't believe my lying eyes. Here we go again. Okay, that is definitely Circle of Mouth. I think. God damn you, say something! Well, shit. I thought we were right there, too. Son of a bitch. Just one of them theirs, I guess. Okay, he's definitely talking now. No, he isn't. Well, this is getting most interesting. Okay. All right. Okay. I haven't muted or anything, but I am feeling the effects of the sativa. Have you noticed the technical difficulty, kids? Have you noticed what the technical difficulty is right here, right now? I have to hit the candy-colored button. Could be drug-related.
Any substance or intelligence. And, like I said, I mean, y'all do your thing in your corner. But I run this
that is, if you consider marijuana a drug, which I don't.
Network. And this network.
But then I do things like that, so you know.
Doesn't run that way. You know what I mean? So, like I said, when people go their own direction and do a bunch of weirdo stuff, let them do it. That's up to them. You know what I mean? But what does that have to do with this network? Nothing. All this network is a place for intellectuals to come debate.
All this place is a place for intellectuals to come and debate? Have you ever heard of the Haktua girl? Not intellectual at all. In fact, probably looking at some fairly serious charges down the road. This is not intellectual. There are intellectual things that happen here. I mean, the whole world happens here. By and large, this is not an intellectual network. You're on it.
And talk about their ideas and concepts, right? There is no fear here, right? And we'll talk freely and we'll talk about what we want to talk about. And I'm going to exercise my rights as an American citizen. All right.
30 minutes after the hour, wherever you may be in the world. Negative 43 TV, Sneedville Purgatory. And so far, not a single snowflake here in Sneedville. Not one. Right now, we have about a half an inch of snow on the ground that's been on the ground for about 5 days.
Right, always, nonstop. You understand? Because that's why my ancestors did all this, real talk, and accomplished everything they accomplished, real talk, and took all this land, right? And
I will say where I live at, the local weathercasters have been extremely conservative. they just really don't want to put a foot down and say, boom, this is what's going to happen. Because about 10 years ago, it was a real plague in Columbus, Ohio, when I lived there. Did you know that bad weather forecasts mean good ratings? It's true. And every station in town was competing with one another to come up with the most apocalyptic forecast. Well, this one weekend, it was right before the weekend, all of the stations decided that the world was going to end tomorrow. And they were forecasting upwards of 20 inches of snow. 20 inches of snow. So, of course, every school in a 80-mile radius shut down. Businesses shut down all over the place. I was in the freight business at the time, and they canceled cluster. Cluster is just what it sounds like. They call it cluster because it's short for clusterfuck. From 1 in the morning until about 3 in the morning, you had to break, everybody there had to break about 130 trailers. It was just absolute madness is what it was.
And right, it's just the same reason why my grandpa.
But they shut it down. So about $4 to $5 million worth of goods did not cross our dock that night. And then the next day, we all woke up to nothing. Businesses were filing lawsuits against the television stations in Columbus, Ohio, because of the lost revenue. I myself lost a day's pay because they decided to make like it was all over. So they're very not shy about it now. They don't want to do that again.
Father left me inheritance. He left me homes. He left me a ton of money that they stole, right? Allegedly, Carlos Purina.
And it is always Ohio. I think we have probably the worst meteorologist in the entire country.
Did, right? And like I said, God sees all. The downloads already told me that God has seen all of it.
The Christian God has nothing to do with tarot. The Christian God would tell you that tarot is of the devil, which in all likelihood, frankly, it is.
Like I said, they've already told me
They don't call it a dark art for shits and giggles, as they used to say.
Everything, how these people don't understand, they're just creating their own karmic debt. Like I told you, everything I've said is not only real, but proven. So there's no challenging it. There's no challenging me. There's no going up against it. These were your own decisions. I'm merely speaking. I will talk all I want. I'm always allowed to talk. You all, however, are never allowed to talk. You don't have.
Yes, that's right. It was Mike Davis from WBNS 10 TV. He had been on there for almost 20 years. He was something of an institution on Central Ohio television. Yeah, he got popped. He got popped really bad. He just got out. Did the better part of 10 years. I think it's death penalty stuff myself, but he's out. He's free. Everybody knows who he is, and he should not be in a position to harm anybody again.
Have a voice, okay? Since you want to pretend and play that game, right? So, like I said, it's just so odd to me how it's that simple.
Ladies and gentlemen, one of our leading comedians is here right now. It's DZ1119, who also happens to be our man in West Virginia, USA.
Serious, but yet, like I said, none of these people have achieved any results. Not only that, but they're going to be sitting.
Big Beard Theory joins us, and sir, you sounds like you have some experience with my hometown. It has degraded so much in the last 20 years. But ever since Andrew Ginther became the mayor of Columbus, Ohio, it's becoming a third world country. Come on. After I make a big pronouncement like that, you're just going to leave me hang. Good God.
In prison, forever. They're all going to get long prison sentences. It's guaranteed.
Yeah, I am currently bitching about that. I was going to do the show in case it snowed to mark the occasion. I decided to do it anyway because it's going to snow anytime. Nothing, not a flake. And according to the radar on my phone, which cannot be trusted, it's been snowing here since 7 o'clock.
Right. So, like I said, the case solves itself. All the evidence is out there, enough, more than enough publicly. So, I mean, like I said, all people got to do is do their job, and these people go to prison, right? And like I said, it seems like they never are going to do their job.
That's because there is no job to do. There's no job to do. I am not going to prison for making fun of you. That you don't see that this constant thing about, well, you're going to prison for that, you're going to prison for this, you're going to prison for the other thing, you're going to prison because you think I'm gay. You just, how don't you see that just makes you lightweight as hell?
Honestly, that's what it seems like to me. You know what I mean? But like
DZ, stranger things have happened. It's true.
I said, God has already intervened. He'll continue to, and that's about it, man. You know, my faith is in God always. I stand with God by myself. You know what I mean? And with Christina.
I have not heard anything at all from Luca. Obviously, all of our thoughts are with him this evening. Hopefully everything went okay.
Love Christina more than anything, right? Like I said, all them like internet games and stuff on here that other people are trying to do, I don't do that. I've already gotten out of all of those emails, okay? Like I said, you will not be talking to me. You will not be contacting me. That is not a game we play. You will not get around any of my barriers or walls I have set up, and you will respect my boundaries.
And you don't see where this makes you a cunt. Are you even a cunt, though? You're probably more like taint. Yeah. Taint the putty, taint the butthole, taint nothing.
Like I told you, I'm a celebrity. There is no way to get to me, talk to me, force a conversation with me, nothing. I am above you. You understand? And that's it. And the chat is not designed for you to talk to me if you're not going to utilize it to be positive and say things that...
I don't think you really meant anything serious, Joe Pack. Just trying to bring a little levity to it.
Makes sense. It's not to talk to me, brother. Okay? It's to talk amongst yourselves. Right? So first thing I'm going to do today, right, is close that chat because it's pointless. Hold up.
and the chat closing. This all makes you vaginal as hell. My God, I don't think there's enough Vagisil in the world to cure you. My goodness, medicated douches won't help either. I really don't think so. $1,200 spread across.
I don't need
table.
That chat.
He blacked out the background and cropped the image. So that is in fact DZ's cash that we're seeing right now. I love it.
Right. So, like I said, see what I'm talking about?
No, of course
now
not.
They're playing with the numbers. This is what they do every single time I go live.
Raleigh's butt gag.
They're committing
oh yeah, smoke them if you got them.
Felonies across state lines. That's not normal, bro. That's weird as hell. Like I said, the fact that nobody has done their job for a situation that this is more serious than any situation I have ever seen or come across, and they refuse to do their job, and these people still are not in prison somehow, that's incredible.
Yeah, it is awesome. I mean, he can't even go out and get his own picture of $100 bills. He's got to use one that was sent to him.
I mean, every time that I go live, right? And like I said, it does nothing. It accomplishes nothing. It only demonstrates being pathetic and being powerless. Feel me? So like I said, I'm not here for all that. I'm just here on a happy platform, on a good platform that has laws and rules that you have to follow.
I still don't get the laws and the rules thing on his end. We went over it and we went over it. There's no reason to go over it again because it will be me asking the same questions. This passage right through here is an example of played material. It's just joked out, and it's in my best interest and therefore yours that I just let it go without comment. There's nothing I can do anymore.
Right, and we're all allowed to speak, and like I said, I mean, none of that anybody respects. You know, we're about respect and strength.
You're right, Hatfield. This is a group of fine people. It really, honestly is. There's love here. There's respect here. There's legitimate care for one another and amongst one another. Everybody here, actually, and I say this every now and again, I haven't said it in a while. We all owe Tyree Sneed a debt of gratitude. We really do, because this is the guy that we have come together over and around here in Sneedville. I like to refer to him as a fire pit that we all gather around. And when the shows are going really well, we're talking about anything in the comments except Tyree Sneed. Yeah. Thank you, Tyree, so that we can enjoy the kind of online togetherness that you can only dream of.
Strength and love over here and positivity, right? So we gonna keep on doing what we do, whether you like it or not, right? So
was he all right, Sticky? I'm assuming he was.
Like I said, this is America, right? You will not take my freedom of speech away from me, right? You will not violate my civil rights, right? I said.
Thank him for his jackassery. Thank him for all the fucked up things, because it's why we're here. It's why we're here. It's like, I don't know what it's like. It's just hard to explain and impossible to explain to people who aren't here.
I will speak all that I want. Now I'm going to say this again. Then you got the Michael dude, right? Who he came out of nowhere. He's been sitting in a hospital, it seems like, this entire time, right?
Okay, that's not necessarily good then, Sticky, is it? So I'm going to take it back a little bit, because if my memory serves, he's about to uncork here on Negative 43 TV. And hey, did you know it's 43 minutes after the hour wherever you are in the world? It's true.
Freedom of speech away from me, right? You will not violate my civil rights, right? Like I said, I will speak all that I want. Now I'm going to say this again. Then you got the Michael dude, right? Who he came out of nowhere.
Okay.
He's been.
This is about Michael A.
Sitting in a hospital, it seems like, this entire time, right? Said nothing but good things to this dude, was nothing but nice. And I'm going to address everyone. Remember, this is what I do. I'm Tyree Sneed, bro. Like, so I'm out here every day, homie. You know what I mean? So like I said, I just think it's odd because these people are fair weather. Their fake support is fair weather. I sent him a request, and I knew he was going to reject it because I know that people are convenient. So it was okay when you felt like you could tell me my reality and try to use something like your little corny donations of nothingness to try to hold over my head, right? And act like you could tell me something out of character that made no sense, sir.
Bastard. Fucking bastard. Michael A., if you're listening, if for some reason I think you might, it's just time to block this cocksucker. And maybe either A, try not positive trolling, or B, try not being so soft-hearted. Being soft-hearted is not necessarily a bad thing. It just makes you a sucker from time to time, as it does anybody that's overly soft-hearted. If you're positive trolling this guy, joke's on you, bitch.
You said that you understand what it's like to be where I'm at. I'm sorry, are you rich? Because I'm rich. I'm wealthy as they come. Like right now, always have been. In the movie with
You're right, Joe Pack. He's showing us all that beggars can be choosers, and looking gift horses in the mouth, A-okay.
Batman goes completely broke. And yet he's still wealthy and rich.
What?
See, I don't know what you're talking.
Okay, are you ready to relive that stupidity? Oh, God, I think I am.
So it was okay when you felt like you could tell me my reality and try to use something like your little corny donations of nothingness to try to hold over my head, right? And act like you could tell me something out of character that made no sense, sir. You said that you understand what it's like to be where I'm at. I'm sorry, are you rich? Because I'm rich. I'm wealthy as they come. Like right now, always have been. In the movie with Batman,
Well, absolutely, Deez. He passes off other people's shit as his own all the time. That is the basis of his equity theory, after all. You walk into a building, you own it.
Batman goes completely.
If you go to an amusement park and you ride the rides and eat the food, aren't you getting more of it out of it than the owner? Therefore, you are the owner, despite the fact that you paid to get in and paid to eat.
Broke. And yet he's still wealthy and rich. See, I don't know what you're talking about, sir, but it didn't make any sense. So I addressed that, and all I pointed out is the truth and reality that clearly you can't deal with, I guess, like everybody, right? Which is pathetic. You're a grown man, right? First of all, I don't know why you're in the hospital.
He's getting pretty desperate there, Deezy. He may well do that before too much longer.
I don't know you. Never met you. If I have, I forgot. I don't know who you are, bro. I have no idea who that guy is, right? He just started donating, right? Like I said, I got to have people donating consistently over here. He's dropping the ball. I'm going to address it. I don't care how you feel, man. But like I said, don't ever tell me that you know what it's like to be where I'm at. Ha! So you own buildings? You own buildings and billions in equity? I'm sorry, but what? I'm wearing $530 on my wrist right now, sir.
That thing is worth $5 scrap, maybe. Fucking maybe. Everybody here knows that watch hasn't worked for 4 years. At least, if not longer. Will you please take that watch and shove it up your ass? I don't even know why I stopped to say anything about it. It's another example of something that's just ripped out. There's just not a whole hell of a lot I can say about that motherfucking watch except to stick it up your ass and turn it clockwise or counterclockwise, whichever feels worse to you, whichever hurts more is what I'm saying. Tyree Sneed Sneedville is here. You know who it really is. It's the real Tyree Sneed. It absolutely is. Did you see the thumbnail?
Right, today I'm off. Normally I'm wearing a bulletproof vest, cost a couple of racks, thousands of dollars. Do you have all that? No, you were in the hospital, right? Or you still are. Look at all the things I've gone through physically. I haven't sat in a hospital at any point ever. That's number one thing you should pay attention to. So how would you tell me?
No, a $530 really anything isn't much of a flex anymore. What with the way everything's just going up, up, up. RTS living his best life. We're sitting outside by the fire. I got a king-size Christmas tree from the neighbor's trash. He's living big because it's just what he does.
That you know where, like, what? You've been where I'm at. Really? You've been where I'm at?
Yeah, I was about 20 miles across the Indiana state line with my wife. We're going out to my daughter's. And that truck, passed us on the left. I said, oh God, doll, catch up to it. So he shifted lanes to the right, which was perfect. And I got some beautiful shots of that. You are diversifying, dog. Diversifying even.
Matt. Okay. Let me explain something to you that needs to be said. And this is what all y'all need to get over. Okay. Get over and deal with it. You will never catch up to me. None of you. You donate to me for a reason.
Oh, okay? Yeah.
You donate to me because you're
everything must have been okay with the house, RTS. Please tell me everything was okay with the house.
Definitely below me. That's how the totem pole works.
And I suspect if everything wasn't okay with the house, you probably wouldn't be lounging in your backyard burning a tree.
If I donated to you, look at my cash apps. Like, look at any of them through the past, whatever, if I've had to open a new one because these people keep committing fraud, right, and trying to steal my money. And they actually have before, right? Very little, but they have because of that, right? So if you look at any of that.
No, I totally understood what you meant by that one, DZ. Certainly, I'm not sneezing at $530, but yeah, I mean, just nowadays, you're right. It's just $530 watches, almost a Timex anymore, I would guess. Hit the button. Come on, Rich, hit the button.
I mean, when have I ever sent any money to you unless it was being nice and it was just a couple of bucks? I don't send money to no one, pretty much, because I'm the top dog. I'm who's above everyone. I'm the superstar. You see, I built a career. This is what I do for a living, right? So this company, they don't pay correctly. So what it would require at that point, it's not a,
Oh yeah, you got to sit down by the bonfire, and toasting marshmallows just wouldn't quite get it.
maybe, it's not
Of course, I'm a man of vice and have been since birth, probably.
a want. It's you have to. It's your responsibility. Yes, the audience's responsibility. And this is crazy because, like I said, I was listening to that Bobby Manning channel, and Styles has done nothing but contradict himself.
Oh, that's good to hear. I was thinking, yeah, I mute. Generally, when I get nice and fucked up, I haven't been so high in a long time to do that.
Every single time he speaks, he's contradicted himself because there was an old show I was listening to, and you were saying and trying to convince the audience that they're supposed to.
So the next logical question, RTS, is midget wrestling coming back anytime soon? We need to do that.
Donate to you, but now because you didn't make it on here, you didn't make the cut, you didn't make the team basically, and because you aren't monetized, my good sir, you're trying to affect other people's businesses and say it's gratuity.
You're getting on people for not being monetized yet. You just now finally generated enough money to get a check at the end of this month. Another 2-month check. I've been monetized for 2 months, and to say I'm monetized again is somewhat misleading. I'm not in AdSense yet. I'm monetized in that you can super chat me, and that's the extent of it. You're in AdSense and can't generate a check a month.
It's not gratuity, bro. I'm not a server. I'm not a waitress. Okay? No, it ain't. It's required because I said so. This is my business. And you would feel the same way and say the same thing had you made the cut, had you gotten to this point.
January 12th, that's this Saturday night, isn't it?
Where you were monetized and actually running an official business that you have to learn
VIP seats equals best view.
how to protect. Something you could never do because you don't know how to watch your mouth. You understand? That's why all your channels, I mean, like, you have to keep taking your shows down because you don't know how to follow the rules, which means you can't get the public watch hours. Like, what are you going to do? Are you trying to, I'm really trying to understand. Are you trying to get the sub first and then turn around and get the public watch hours? Keyword, public. Unless they changed it, and if they did, that's illegal too, and it'll be brought up in court. Can't give different people different.
You know, escape velocity, when I think of Tyree Sneed spine, I think of chalk.
Different standards and make it easier for them now to get this channel. Y'all made this impossible, and you thought I couldn't do it, and I did it like everything else. No, it's public watch hours. Always has been, has to remain the same. So in order for them to be public, you have to leave your shows out, right? Which runs the risk of them being flagged. That's why it makes it so difficult. They make it impossible.
Yeah, I have always talked to my pets like they're people. I think that if you do it over a long enough period of time, they will begin to associate certain words with certain things. I know I had a dog back turn of the century, Pooch. Love of my doggy life. Yeah, she understood me. She couldn't stand for me to be mad. One time, years and years ago, I was in the basement of the house I owned at the time with my best friend. And I was talking about Pooch. I said, this dog cannot stand for me to be upset. Really? Yeah, if I say fuck really loud, she'll come running. Oh, come on. Fuck! Here comes Pooch jumping up on me. I love you. Don't be mad. I'm Pooch. I love you. Don't be mad.
Possible. So think about how one-sided that is and how discriminating.
I gotta be honest, I was feeling so much love from that dog in that moment. She genuinely just wanted me to be happy all of the time. Empathetic, yes, she was.
Like everything that these people do every day is discriminating.
No, this one is actually from today. And that's just it. It could be from last night. It could be from last month. It could be from 2020. It becomes the same a lot.
And they don't get it. I'm here standing up against your discrimination. I'm not your friend. I'm not on your side. Okay? Like, I don't care how you look at me. You're not going to villainize me, right? No, this is pathetic, man. This dude, Michael.
Maisie, that's a really good name for a dog because it would baby talk really well. I can baby talk a dog like nobody's business. Oh, well, yeah, look at that, Maisie. Oh, well, yeah, yeah.
Sent very little money.
The dumber you sound, the more they love it.
Right? Gave me a phone number, seeing what I've gone through, as if I'm going to call the phone number. Do you have any self-awareness of what's going on here?
And the cop says, I'm having a great time.
Like, honestly, do you have any idea, any clue, the reality of what we've faced, what we're facing, and what's happening here? I'm just wondering. I'm really wondering, man, if you understand it, if you get it or not, because you clearly don't. If you give me a phone number, I'm not going to call your phone, homie. I don't call nobody's phone. Common sense. Why would I do that after all that's happened? So, like I said,
the last dog I owned was an adorable little mongrel, and I named him Mojo after the late great Mojo Nixon. And I actually saw him at a bar at the turn of the century. We were there to see him, and I told him I had named my dog after him, and that there was no greater honor in this world than for somebody to name their dog after you. You should feel honored. He said he did.
Gives me a phone number, says to call him or whatever. He's in the hospital. For what? I don't know you. You know, now, like I said, this dude has no reason to not continue to donate, right? And be donating more money because he donated.
Yeah, they developed their own little nicknames like Pooch. Pooch was Pooch. Pooch was also Pooh. Pooch was also Pooh Bear. It just worked out that way.
It's very little. Okay, I'm just saying the truth. I've had people donate over like $3,000, $2,000 over time. Okay, ain't none of y'all special. Get your weight up, not your hate up. Straight up, all y'all should be donating like $50 plus every donation, just like I told you. And if you're not, then something's wrong.
Oh shit! Oh my God! I mean, look at him. Let's break this down for a minute here. Is that a wing or is that a light underneath the... Yeah, it might be a light, but anyway, he does have wings. We used to get wings in like the mid-70s. Yeah, you wear a ball cap and your hair would just flip up. It was one of the bad things about 70s hair.
Feel me? Something's wrong. Look how good I look. Look at your boy. Look, I got those bed eyes. Look at it. Look at your boy, how good I look. You funny. Yeah, you funny.
Oh man, I hate to hear that. Does the dog know? Has he figured it out?
You know what I mean? But like I said, they all talk on the internet. It's all nonsense. It's all fake. And they don't talk to my face, and I'm not afraid of any of you. Let me be direct as possible. Okay? And I run this whole place. So, like I said, I mean, I'm saying reality. I mean, you came to donate out of nowhere. I didn't know who you were. Where do you get off saying this nonsense? Like, where do you get off saying it? Where do you get off saying this nonsense that you know what it's like to be where I'm at? See,
because he's trying to sympathize with you. He's trying to empathize with you within reality. He's trying to, buck up guy kind of a thing. Hey, I know what it's like to be down. You're down by your own admission. You're down. He's trying to empathize. He's trying to be cool. Dare I say, maybe he's even trying to be a friend to you. Why anybody would do that, of course, I don't know. But you just have to be a complete asshole about the entire thing because you cannot accept the reality that you must know on some level is reality. Because I'm rich and wealthy. I'm sleeping under a tree. Biting flies are biting my ass.
I can't. How could you like people like this that you're doing better than all of them combined, always have this entire time? And instead of just saying, hey, yo, bro, I'm happy for you, man. I'm happy for you that you made it. This is the same thing they did in the church group when I left. I had the other Mike, right? And Mike was cool, don't get me wrong, but he was like two-faced and very.
Well, that's good for the puppy. Yeah, we had a death in the apartment complex that I live in 2 or 3 days ago. Somebody on the first floor passed overnight. I knew that's what it was because two cruisers pulled up, and when cruisers are pulling up at a 55 plus retirement home, there's probably something going on. And then a white unmarked large Chevy SUV of some type or another showed up, and I didn't have to look out the window any longer. I was feeling guilty enough about it as it was. And then you throw on top of this, they have a day every month, a birthday. Come on down, have cake and ice cream. We do it every month, and it's sponsored by, and I am not making this up, Via Quest Hospice. I already know I'm old, okay?
Very hypocritical and very full of it. And everybody knew it, especially me. And he sat there, he said, man, don't get down on yourself. And in my mind, I'm like, dude, you just watched me. Everyone must have talked about what I did out there. I left from that racetrack that was using slave labor, and that's going to be publicly exposed, and we're probably going to take them to court too. It'll be part of the federal lawsuit. Okay, so good luck. Good luck, because it all might get shut down. Yes, because of Batman, because of the way that you wanted to talk towards me and attempt to treat me something I would never put up with. I didn't let him do it to me. So I left. Everybody must have talked about it. I walked 3 miles. Do you think that I do these things for no reason, or was there a purpose in what I was doing? I make a stand against corruption.
Yeah, the first time I noticed that was last month's birthday thing. I laughed for 2 or 3 minutes. A very dark humor around this place. Like, I'm one of the younger people here. My wife and I are some of the younger people here. Yeah, that was great. It's like, what are you? Okay, well, hi. We'll see you soon.
Okay, you don't get it.
Not if I can do anything about it, and I can do a little.
That whole deal, like, that was a very serious ordeal for me because of the position that I was in. Okay?
That's a country song, DZ. My dog left me for someone else. Somebody, we have musicians here. Somebody get on that, please.
I mean, it's clear as day because, like, it was like having a cover. It's like my cover basically was about to get exposed. Okay, of who I am. Okay? So it was a very serious situation. You could see it in my eyes. If you pay attention to the videos, I had a different demeanor that whole time because at some point I realized what was going on and why God put me there. Right? Which was to expose what was really happening. So like I said, the other Michael, he said that.
Now, Skip Shooter shows us right now what you do with a comedy setup. This is definitely the punchline. Here, have some cake, ice cream, and some injectable morphine.
He's like, man, don't get down on yourself. I'm like, what would there be? I mean, yeah, I'm going through it.
Very, very nice, Skip. Very nice.
Physically, bro, I can't help that. But, well, I mean, he's a good dude. Don't get me
I should actually take a picture of it and post it on Discord.
wrong, but he was looking out for me. But just the way that y'all phrase things never makes any sense to me. Y'all try to talk to me like, there we go, he got a honk still. They still know who I am, and I'm not even in the suit. Bruce Wayne today.
Dum, 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 dum. My dog left me for another man. Dum, 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 dum. What a fucking bitch.
Like, do you all get what I'm saying? It just doesn't make no sense. They always want to talk to me like they do it. Another honk? Golly, I'm famous. Huh, I'm famous, boy. I don't know, not even in a suit. This is crazy. Yeah, I'm the Bruce Wayne of the Valley.
Oh, my hat is off to your sister and anybody that works in the hospice industry. It takes a really, really special person. My mom had 2 different nurses when she was in at-home hospice, and they're just, both of them were just special people. I mean, they just had this aura of kindness around them. We were thankful for both of them.
It's cool. Like I said, I don't know why they express it that way. You know, like I said, I'm going to get more people to donate. Like, I ain't worried about that.
RTS, who is a professional dog trader, says Aussies and the like will totally leave their owners for more active people. I've never even contemplated
That
this.
it'll come if God provides it, and He will. You know, I'm going to get people who support me.
It's not you, it's me.
Because look, everyone does. Clearly, if I got people honking, bro, I'm not in the bat suit, man. They recognize me already. They already know who I am. That's insane, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I'm on my day off. That's the
All of a sudden, my mind is full of visions of Scooby-Doo leaving Shaggy.
pretty serious fame, bro. I mean, the odds of somebody knowing who you are that's driving by, that's already 2 already. That's insane, bro. So my magnitude of fame is pretty high up there. It's just like I said, so when they get the channel, it gives them the opportunity
Fuck fame, just give me the money.
to hopefully donate. The Cash App is in the left-hand corner. I definitely need all the help I can get. That's what I do this for, to try to get donations. It's the only reason I come on here.
My daughter has 3 blue healers.
If I didn't come on here, I mean, I'm not saying that. I come on here to help people and spread my message. I love what I do and I have a purpose, but I'm saying I got to make money too, man. I got to eat. I got things I got to do. Right now, I'm trying to see, I'll look at some like clothes right now, but everything is so expensive. Like I said, I don't understand people. I don't understand where they're coming from. I don't understand what they're saying. So like I said, I haven't done anything wrong. I've done nothing but be nice towards Michael, but I'm going to stand up for myself and say the truth. And if he don't like it, that's too bad. I mean, like I said, you have never been in my position. That's ridiculous to even say.
No, I have never been in your position. Thank God for tender mercies, little miracles, as it were.
Have you ever had a bank account with over $300,000 in it?
Had. There's another one. It's basically played out, but I have to fight myself. Every time he says it, I just want to point out that he's speaking in past tense.
Right? I got set up and targeted, set up a million times. Cases beat themselves, okay? I've had to sit in a cell going through crazy stuff physically, okay? And I'm not going to go into that because the rules.
Oh, Cakester, why are you so yummy and brown? What a moron.
On this channel. I mean, you have not been through what I've
You're acting too mature here, Tyree. This time, try acting like you're 5.
been through. You have not faced corruption and faced the odds that I went up against. Nobody has. That's why I'm me and you're you. The one thing I'm not going to tolerate is people telling me that they've been in my shoes. No, you haven't. If you were in my shoes, you'd be rich. Get that right. Okay, if you're in my shoes, you wouldn't be donating to me. Because I don't donate to nobody. Okay? Because I'm above all of you.
Oh,
Straight up.
damn.
That's the way that society.
Indeed, we have a mute. It's Sticky, the man that loves the game the most. That's right. He has won yet again here on Negative 43 TV. Wouldn't you just know it? Anyway, I was saying to URTS, no, I didn't see RFK's message to Tyree Sneed. If it's in your last stream, I will find it. Again, congratulations to Sticky TT6. Yes, he is. He's the winner. Look at the flashing down there in the left-hand corner. Definitely the winner.
Works. I don't care if you take it the wrong way, think it's mean, whatever. I could care less. That's the way it works. Life is a race. It's a competition, right? That's why these people did this to me. So
well, that sucks. That's the first time I've muted myself, I think, in 2.5 shows. What the hell? It's a mistake, but we figured out how to have fun with it. I'm at a point where I almost look forward to fucking up.
that's in your eyes.
It's just kind of baked into the show now, which is cool.
To me, life is not a competition, but you still have people who are definitely better than others and above others.
Indeed, only here on Negative 43 TV can somebody turn a mistake that would get them fired in real life, into lighthearted, sparkling comedy.
You have people who are more accomplished. I don't care how you take it. This is the attitude that you have, right? So you created my response to your attitude.
Oh, we love it
right?
so much,
and I'll
kids.
continue
We
to
really
stick with
do.
it because that's what they want to make it. They always want to make it where it's a lose-lose for me. Nah, I'm going to win, always. If it ain't a win-win situation for me at this point, I'm not doing it. And I'm not even saying that. That's not true. Even if it was a lose-lose situation, I'm going to still do it, and I'm going to still win.
Even if it was a lose-lose situation, I'm still going to do it and I'm going to win. A lose-lose situation, by definition, cannot be won by either side of the equation. That's what makes it a lose-lose.
I'm going to figure out how to win, and I'm going to get the best of it and get what
You fucking jack off.
I need from it. Because that's the person I am. I'm not a coward, right? But all of them are. So like I said, I mean, I own over 2,000 of jewelry, sir. Okay, I own my own car lot. I pay it every month. It's like $100 every month. I've been paying that for years now. Okay, I created it. I towed every car. It was over $110 for every tow.
None of this exists anymore.
I think I've already forgotten. I don't even deal with it. I think there's like 4 or 5 cars in there. You understand? I just pay it. I don't worry about what's going on. I got too much going on. I'm busy running my business. I'm a grown man, right? Like, I create situations, I create my own stuff, and that's it.
You create situations, all right. Yeah, you do. None of them are ever any good. Most of them reduce people's opinion of you. Well, they all do that. Yeah, you create situations. Oh boy, none of them are good or any good at all.
It's not a business. It's just my own car lot. Like I said,
Again, I don't think I've mentioned this for a show or two, but when he says car lot, what is he insinuating? He's insinuating that he is a car dealer. He's trying to make you believe in saying that he was a car dealer. There's a big difference between having a car lot and having cars in storage. There's an even bigger difference between having cars in storage and no longer having cars in storage because you defaulted on the payments and the owner of the lot scrapped it for cash.
all y'all do is every time I talk, you're trying to change what I said. Like, I don't play like that. What I say is, my word is law, my word is bond. You don't ever try to change what I'm saying. So like I said, 530 on my wrist got him pissed. When you ever been in my shoes?
Tonight I'm smoking mango sherbet, 1 gram screw on, and I'm smoking a nub Cameroon 358. I'm enjoying myself a great deal at this moment.
I've got it all, partner. I got a website.
Not to mention the 1/4 ounce of sativa bud, name of which I do not know. All I know is I paid $45 for skunk bud, then I would have paid $160 for the quarter 35 years ago. It's crazy.
Website worth almost $2,000. Do you understand the type of marketing it takes to do that and to become worldwide like I am on here this quickly? Come on, bro.
Worldwide.
Everything I touch turns to gold. I'm on here getting paid. It's a huge, huge difference between me and Styles because I'm getting paid. Feel me? Real talk, I'm getting paid.
And now in the upper right-hand corner of your screen, yes, indeed, it's true. It's absolute concrete proof that RTS has expanded into the trucking business. He's big time, yo.
So like I said, it's odd to me.
I mean, when Yellow Roadway went out of business, who do you think bought the assets? RTS.
The whole deal is odd to me. Allergies.
Sneezes like a 7-year-old toddler. Well, 7-year-olds aren't toddlers, but you get where I'm going with this.
I have no idea why he would sit there and be whining and how I'm telepathic and I can know that. Like I said, I've been nothing but nice to him, but I'm going to correct you on reality. Like, come on, bro. You donated a couple of measly dollars. That's it. You haven't done anything. You're not special. You don't get to sit there and tell me you know where I've been.
First 30 seconds, I'll be over there as soon as the show ends. And you are watching Negative 43 TV 16 minutes after the hour.
Where I've been? See, again, so you mistook this whole situation?
And I'm behind on the comments, but I'll get caught up. I promise, I think.
Again? Okay. So you like I said, they will not accept that I'm successful and I've done everything right. They have to try to change my reality, but they ain't here in front of me. You see what I'm saying? They aren't around me. How do you know? You don't know how my days go. You don't know what I do. You don't know anything about me. See what I'm saying?
That's a forgery, but I'll accept it.
38 in the box. Wow. Amazing numbers. Money. Cash money.
Independent car lot on taxes.
Like I said, you sit there and you say these things that make no sense. So if you're talking to me, where do you get off trying to...
I can guarantee you that today's old folks are not yesterday's old folks. Oh, God, no. Today's old folks were young. I mean, the really old folks were young in the late 60s. No, you're not getting grandma and grandpa here the way you used to.
Say that there's a false testament that I'm struggling. No, I don't need to explain anything to you. My situation is different than yours. That's as far as it goes. You're a peasant in the public. I don't owe you any answers. What do you mean? It has nothing to do with money. I've explained it a million times. What are you saying, bro? I've been making a living off this entire time, bro. I've made plenty of dough.
No shit. Yeah. Get high technology today, huh, kids?
I've done extremely well. I have it all, have everything, do not lack. And when they were trying to keep me from having anything, I still got up every day and kept pushing because I refused to ever be in a position where I'm lacking or where I'm stagnated.
Yeah, Porsches and reliability, generally the two words don't go together.
And that's what we've done here in front of you. So what do you mean? No, I'm not struggling. This is basic common sense. Like, why would I need to explain something that is irrelevant? Like, what? Every place you go to has a different setup. Things are set up differently. In the valley, y'all set things up super weird where you make everything hard to do. It's like going into a clothing store. There's a line that's long as hell.
Okay.
Right? You can't get anything done with you people. That's just reality. How does that reflect on me? No, sir, I'm not struggling. I'm in your environment where you all drop.
Yeah. Did you see the short today that Tyree put up about his new jeans? I watched it, and he did not look especially happy in that short.
Ball and don't know how to build a city, clearly, right? Or run it, right?
Yep, throw him on the ground and stare at him.
Which is why Batman is stepping up and trying to assist in that and help. And again, I don't sit here and act like I'm better or above anyone. Not the public.
Have you listened to anything? Another thing I say all the time, it's like, your awareness is non-existent. I mean, we all know this, but oh my God. I mean, dude, your wall's too high. You can't see over it.
Now, all of you on here, I feel a different way, but in the public, no. I'm nothing but nice to people. I'm not saying that I have all the answers. I'm just really trying to help. Because, I mean, things need to be changed the right way. And I really, truly believe that people support that in the public, especially in the Valley. I think they support me and support the fact that I want to make a change and I'm a nobody regular citizen.
Well, just to me, in general terms, sports cars, especially ones that really are sports cars, generally aren't too reliable. And I'm pretty sure a lot of that probably has to do with the operator of the car. But
I'm just Batman. I'm not the mayor. I haven't ran for office. You know, like, I don't have money like that as far as cash right now. Of course I don't. I was set up and targeted because I had more money than everyone in the whole United States and the world. I had more money than.
oh my God, I had a shoe bet. I had an 84 shoe bet. No good memories, none.
So think about it. I got set up.
By far, no, it's not. It's the second worst car I ever had. The worst car I ever had was a 1975 Mustang 2 Squareback, which was a fantastic car for the first 6 months. And to this day, it's the best clutch and transmission I've ever driven. Damn thing was just like frickin' butter. It shifted effortlessly without a yank, without a pull, nothing. It was just like an automatic transmission. After 6 months, the rack and pinion steering went out. Oh boy, carnival, oh death.
Targeted, right? Cases beat themselves. Everybody lied. They tried to set me up a million times, everything. And I turned around, sold a 50-acre property for $100,000. Made tens of thousands, 60,000s, like millions every year consecutively after that. So I never had a period where I was stagnated. This is not a period of stagnation.
It's a period of rot. As opposed to stagnation, it's a period of rot, decay.
This is my vacation away from.
Please say goodbye to Sheriff Gonset as he goes out to walk his dogs. Dogs have been a big subject tonight.
All the nonsense. I don't have to hold money on me. Because I'm a public figure, it doesn't mean I have a standard and I'm supposed to have $1,000 on me cash every time you see me. That's not what a public figure is. I wanted to get away from money, and I'm glad that I did. Like I said, I
love the song 2 out of 3, Ain't Bad, and I'm Not Ashamed of It. That was a singer's song. Nice arrangement on that on piano. It's nice.
Seen too much of it. So when people want to sit there and say whatever, that's fine. You feel whatever you want. It's like that lady that works at that fast food place that I addressed directly on here, and they know. And I said, why? She doesn't even know me. Where does she get off saying, well, clearly, blah, blah, blah. Clearly you don't know any of my people? What are you talking about? Like, clearly they, blah, blah, blah. Like, what? Like, do you know how disrespectful you are?
Yeah.
And then they get addressed, and then people.
I know precisely how disrespectful I am, shit fuck.
People sit there and try to, play like they don't know what's going on. Like, yeah, everybody gets addressed. Like, why are you running your mouth? It's the one thing I don't tolerate from anyone. You know what I mean? So, like I said, that person, like I said, you're still in poverty, still impoverished. All you did was basically ask for handouts, right? Like, you're not ahead of me in any way. I'm way beyond you now in every aspect. And like I said, all I needed was basic stuff. What are you talking about? None of this was a big deal.
Then you should do it yourself. You should do it yourself. He's pissed off that he had to spend $13 on a pair of jeans. That's a waste of money. He can't invest it now, dog.
None of this took a lot of money. Half of it didn't take any money. I don't get what you're saying. No, I just don't have time to do everything, bro. I'm not an octopus. I'm not Doc Ock. I don't got 8 arms. Like, what?
The weakest. What word am I looking for? Man doesn't work. Male doesn't really work. Most useless organism. Organism doesn't even work either, but he's just. Oh, God. The words are failing me, kids.
So, like I said, it'd just be funny to me. You know what I mean? Because these people don't know me at all. Like, I've done very well for myself, man. It's just like Styles. Styles will always throw in his 2 cents of lies and say that I'm doing something I'm not and, blah, blah, blah. But he doesn't know me or what I do, so how would he speak on me? He says things that don't even make sense or things that were in the past and things that are actually a badge of honor and accomplishment, something that he wishes he knew how to do but couldn't do.
So what you're saying is he's exactly like you? Not from what I've heard.
You don't make money like that. Me, everything I touch turns to gold. So I can pretty much do anything I want. Like I said, I can accomplish anything, and I've proven that. But the question is, can you? And it's already been answered. You can't. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, hold on, I'm gonna drink some of this water. Got some vitamin C water today. But remember, I'm broke, guys. I never have any money, but I was able to afford vitamin C. I just paid for another supplement. Cost me $30.
Assuming that he's telling the truth, which is always a gigantic leap of faith, if he spent $30 on a supplement, that's $30 worth of food that he's not going to get to eat. Again, we're assuming that he's telling the truth, which is always a huge stretch. I get it, but...
Yep. $30 plus. And I got another supplement on top of that. I don't remember what that one cost, but...
Yeah, he does have he has a long history of buying supplements and whatnot, but maybe he has a little money left from his stipend, but some reason it's just striking me as maybe this isn't exactly truthful.
It was slightly expensive. And then I'm eating meals, cost $15, cost about $50 meals, right? But they want to sit here and claim I don't make any money or I don't have money.
You don't. You don't. And assuming that you actually did buy those supplements, that is a small example of your consistently bad decisions. You can eat those pills, but you can't eat those pills. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck? You probably don't.
Which is it? Doesn't make any sense. They can't make up their mind. They want to have their cake and eat it too, right? So it's like I said, I mean, like, you have no reason to not continue to donate.
Here's one that I mentioned yesterday. Every time he goes to a buffet, he's got to post, he's got to do a short of all this food in front of him, and it's all half-eaten. This guy is literally starving to death, and he's picking at his food. What? The actual fuck? Negative 43 TV. It's 28 minutes after the hour.
Hey, Michael, I've been the same guy the entire time. Nothing changed.
Yeah.
Like, no, I'm not going to give you a pass and just allow you to say something to me that's not true. And that's not how we're supposed to treat each other. And much less somebody who acts like you want to be a man of God. I mean, you ain't there yet. Let's get real. I'm a man of God. Okay, I've reached that level. It's like everyone in that church group. They are not at my...
I got a bottle of it right in there in my bottle basket.
My level.
Pill basket, I should say.
Told them that when I came in.
And I have an $86 card that I can spend on supplements. And I'm going to do it. Oh, boy, I'm going to have it all.
And they wanted to play petty.
I'm not even sure what. Time to do some research.
Like you and pretend they didn't know and didn't get it, but yet half of them are like possessed by demons literally, and they got to deal with that sad reality every day. It's pathetic.
Yeah, it's the same principle that if he has two $10 an hour jobs, he's making $20 an hour, so about $50 meals. God, what a yanker of crank.
Right? Like, I don't have those problems because I'm the opposite of all that. I told them when I came in, I said, no, I'm the chosen one, and I've been chosen by God. Told them exactly who I was. You people don't listen. You don't see what's right in front of you, right? But if we look at the predicament, right, how in the hell, going through what I'm going through physically and what happened to me, how is it possible that I'm ahead of all of you in life? Yeah, how is it that I own more than anyone ever has?
If nothing else, you could take a page out of life during wartime. I got some groceries, some peanut butter to last a couple of days.
Right, and even did when I went into that sorry thing that wasn't even real and wasn't anything that you said or promised. It was all lies. Right.
I'll read this for the listeners. Tyree Sneed, Sneedville, RTS says, Christians wouldn't listen when I told them I was Jesus.
And they got to watch me and be like, man, he's a real.
You can only get that here on Negative 43 TV, by the way. And it is 30 minutes after the hour.
Strong dude. He's blessed beyond belief. Man, that's what we're all trying to do. Is that not what all of you are trying to accomplish? I mean, come on, bro. Y'all have nothing. You're at bottom level. You're at starter level. I've been a veteran in this game for a long time.
Short term, I would say, that would be a good move.
This is what I do, especially when it comes to succeeding. So they have to look at me and be like, man, he's out eating. He's doing everything I wish I could do. And they don't even have freedom to walk down the street. Let's get real, right? Unless they change the rules, which they do because they were discriminating. Come on, bro. I got to get real with yourself, man. Like, straight up, bro. It'd be crazy, homie. Absolutely crazy. You know what I mean? But, like I said, I've never seen anything quite like it. Ever. All right? We'll do another show right now. Bear with me. I'm going to take a look at this stuff here. And we should be right back, and we'll probably do another one right here. All right? That's all, folks.
And that one there was, wow, I should actually sign off, but I think I'm going to go until about 10 o'clock. That's about my limit. I have to be in the gym in the morning. So let me see. We are going to take a look during our last 28 minutes together. We're going to take a look at a little bit of So Let Me Tell You How Reality Works. We may revisit this one in the next show, but this one is the one that we are going to go out on this evening. So let's look at just a little bit of So Let Me Tell You How Reality Works on Negative 43 TV, which of course has nothing to do with reality, let alone how it works. Here we go.
All right. Yeah.
There's that toddler sneeze again. Yeah, I've got 2 cases of Premier protein shakes out in the old refrigerator. Love those things so much. Last thing I have before I go to bed every night is a protein shake. That way I'm all fueled up and ready to go when it's time to go.
Allergies.
Oh, damn, a time check. Joe Packer says it's 2:30 a.m. here. Now, that's a dedicated Sneedvillian for you right there. Lord have mercy. First of all, I hope you feel all right. And second of all, I hope you don't have to be at work tomorrow.
All right. So I'll give you all a little bit of time to get in here and gather yourselves in here so I can explain to you how you have failed and you don't get a voice. Okay? And the only time the chat's going to be open is when I'm trying to get gifts. And that's it. Like I said, that deal runs through February?
Gives each of us what we need. I have my protein ready to go for the gym in the morning, and you sleep easier. So, yeah, everybody has their own routines that work for them.
And then it's over with, and that's the end of it.
And Skip Shooter and I together encourage that.
Oh, wait, no, sorry. They do it like
Actually, if you want to be technical, the very last thing I do every day is, in fact, take a hit off of a vape. So there you go.
every month. So every month I'll have the potential to get gifts on here. And if
Matthew McConaughey does that a bit.
I get at least one gift for 3 vertical live streams, I should be able to get $1,000 bonus. So like I said,
You know, I'm thinking about adding gifts. You know, just for the absolute hell of it, for the fuck of it, however you want to phrase it. Just what the hell? I don't even understand how they work.
when I'm doing these vertical live streams, how come Christina is the only person who wanted to help me truly and stepped up and did that for me? I mean, that's amazing.
What did Christina step up and do for you? Give you money? I don't know if that's true or not. Hey, Mimi Loves is here for the last, 25 minutes of the show. Welcome, as always.
Right? Like I said, these people are ridiculous. You run nothing. I mean, you don't run this platform. Y'all need to get off the internet, period. Like I said, like, who would think that you're going to come on a platform where you work? I mean, that's like going to a job and then all you have is a bunch of people against you. How does that make sense? I'm not going to put up with that. This is a job, bro. Like, I don't.
You put up with everything because you really won't confront anybody. Your block list of over 1,000 socks proves it.
Have to do this. I don't have to take the time out of my day to help y'all and give y'all the right advice and teach y'all and talk to y'all. I don't have to do none of this. I don't. You know what I mean? Like, if I got my money.
Yeah, there are insane ways to lose weight. Like a guy named David Goggins lost a lot of weight. It's all I know about him. I guess he's a controversial guy. The only thing I know about him is he lost 163 pounds in a year. That ain't right. Like, how do you do that? Well, you hardly eat. You don't eat nothing. Eat next to nothing. And train 8 hours a day. You do know that that's shit advice for no other reason than nobody's going to do that.
Money and I'm straight. I don't need to do this. So
Southsider is here. And no, it's not like I'm an expert or anything. I'm an anti-intensity guy when it comes to working out. If I'm breathing hard, I'm going at it way too hard. That's what makes most people quit. Because they hear guys like David Goggins, oh, 8 hours a day in the gym, don't eat shit. They hear that, it's like, if this is what it takes, I'm out before I even begin.
Oh, first of all, I'm doing you a favor. So allow me today, again, right now, to explain to y'all how this works. Okay?
Now, that is true, DZ. Anybody that's ever watched My 600 Pound Life knows that first 100 pounds or so off of a morbidly obese person can really fall off quick.
Like I said, first of all, I just have to pay like 13 something to get me a pair of jeans, right? And it's absolutely ridiculous. Like, because number one, like I said, I mean, this should be an everyday occurrence. I should have money coming in from every direction where I'm able to do everything I need to do. Like I said, like me, I like to buy new stuff. I should be getting like literally new stuff every single day, but y'all refuse to help.
That's right. That's absolutely right. You should be getting new stuff every day, but y'all refuse to help. You're not asking for help. You're asking to be kept. You're not a man. You're nobody's idea of a man. You don't know what it means to stand up, take a stand, and say, this fucking shit ends now. You can't do it. That's what men do. When men are in a really fucked up situation like you, they stand up, they tie their shoes, and they say, you know what? Fuck this shit. I'm going to change it. They don't lay on their ass, give up on life, and expect wage slaves, as you put it, wage slaves, to take care of you because you're too lazy, too stupid, and too unmotivated to take care of anything yourself. You're a child.
So it's like, that's cool.
And talk like that is why he's scared to death of little old Richbartone.
If y'all want to sit here and not be on my side or not be wanting to help me, right? Like, that's perfectly fine. But like I said, you're going to lose. You're going to continue to lose. And it's just that simple. Hi, Fido. Good boy.
A friendly dog?
Cute doggy. But yeah, like I said.
Now it starts barking.
Yeah. So there's $13. Pay for another pair of jeans since you want a pocket watch, right? So apparently I got money, right? I mean, I pay a phone bill every month. That's expensive, right? I mean, like I said, I usually.
Apparently I got money. I bought a new pair of $13 jeans, which is a steal, by the way. And if I saw them, I would probably buy them too. I'm one of those guys. I don't care what the name is on the back of my ass. I care less. Levi's, Wrangler, fuck all that. As long as you cannot physically see the skin on my ass, those jeans will be just fine. I'll take them.
Usually I'm wearing bulletproof, like a whole bulletproof vest, right? I mean, that costs thousands of dollars. I'm wearing 530 on my wrist, got them pissed. That's a $530 watch that I never take off, basically. I mean,
yeah, it absolutely does. But the thing that really will lower your blood pressure is exercise. There's no doubt about that. Back in the summer, they changed my blood pressure medicine to valsartan. This was after the trip to the hospital. And it was great. It brought everything way down. I was on the diet, everything was down, but I was getting blood pressure readings with a top number of like 130, 135 every single day. And it was just frustrating me no end. Someone that never frustrates me is Black Label Mark. So anyway, that top number remains at a place where I simply don't want it. So I started exercising. I started hitting the recumbent bike a half hour a day to start with. And within 2 days, my blood pressure went down to about 115 on the top number.
I look good. I look handsome. I mean,
and Mark, he was up to a little bit today. He was up to just a little bit today. And Mr. Smith is here.
What do you mean? I'm making money. They take forever to pay. The check is already done, by the way. Just so you know, like I said, you see how we don't even bring it up because it's not a big deal. I've been making checks on here. I line these checks. I've been making checks. I already got a check. It's like around $102, and that'll accrue even more, right? And then I don't know when they're going to cap this check and start doing the next one, but I may already be starting to work on the next check.
You think? Do you think, really? You didn't get paid last month. You finally got there somehow, some way. And yes, this deposit will continue to accrue until about the 26th or 27th of the month when the whole cycle repeats over. That you cannot figure this out for yourself is genuinely pathetic.
Right. So this is a full-scale, fluent, succeeding, thriving business. I'm not just surviving, I'm thriving. Right. And like I said, I did this with all odds against me, with no help, no one on my side, no one doing anything for me.
I'm assuming your job doesn't drug test, and that would be a wonderful thing. The job I started off with in my adult life, I had for 24 years, and about 17 or 18 of those, I was high at work every single day.
And I created this entire new lifestyle for myself already, right? Like I said, that's all I want. I just want, I want to have enough. I want to have enough money to get what I need. Like I said, there's still stuff that I need, right? But like, I can't really do it.
Yeah, 1983, I'm running a cardboard baler with a guy named Billy Rogers. I'll use his name because that was his name, and he passed some time ago. 7 o'clock in the morning, Billy walks up to me and says, "Hey man, you want to get high today?" "Yeah, sure, fuck yeah." He said, No, you ain't understanding me. You want to get high today? I'm with you step for step, brother. I'm not exaggerating. We smoked 15 joints that day. By the time 3 o'clock came around and we walked back to the break room, I don't know how my eyes stayed in my head. I went home, went to sleep, and I stayed there until the next morning.
Do it right now because, like I said, I mean, everything is too.
And this was skunk season too. This was good shit.
Too expensive. So, I mean, what do you mean? You mean dealing with inflation? We're all dealing with that. I mean, we're in the middle of a great.
You would not have believed this place. This place was so toxic relative to drugs and alcohol. Either you were smoking pot, taking pills, drinking beer, drinking liquor, or you were a hardcore Christian.
Great Depression. I mean, when are y'all going to get
It was a fucking free-for-all. You should have been there on New Year's Eve, man.
real and talk about this? I mean, you don't have a choice to sit here and not help people. I mean, you're not listening. If you all continue to do what you're doing, I mean, that's perfectly.
I got to put this in here, then I'll go on. One New Year's Eve, I'm working for my dad's best friend, one of my dad's best friends. And I had a question about something. So I walked to the foreman's office, opened up the door, and I said, Hey, Jim, what do you think about it? He's got his head down on the desk. He's passed out. He's got his right hand around a bottle of Jack Daniels, and his other hand is just sitting there. Okay, and just turned around and walked out. Nobody did anything about it.
Be fine, but
yeah, he was a little bit of a hardcore alcoholic.
Like, we all have to work together. I mean, if we don't work together, I mean, we're like, nobody's going to win. You know what I mean? So it's like, me, I can win by myself and you know, and with Christina, right? But I mean, the rest of you, I mean, you're just going to continue to lose like you've been doing. You're going to continue to get nowhere because, like I said, you don't know how to work together. And you see how all they do is bicker and go back and forth and argue, when it's like, dude, if y'all would quit being immature and learn how to be grown adults, because that's what you are, and act like an adult, you would know that you have to work together, and that's the only way that, you know, we're going to make it. That's the only way we're going to excel and do better. And that's the problem with these people, is they don't know how to work together.
Negative 43 TV is live. I'm Richbartone. It's 46 minutes after the hour, and we have about 14 more minutes with this show.
Together, you know, I don't have that issue. You know, like, I work together, but I just noticed that other people have a hard time doing so. So I tend to just do my own thing. Feel me? But like I said, this business is completely effective. It's completely working. I mean, like, you know, I'm not quite where I want to be yet as far as finances. You know, I'm not where I want to be in a lot of aspects, you know, what I'm going through physically, just things that were out of my control. But it's all out of my control. But like I said, for someone to say, I've been where you're at.
Some things are out of your control. A surprising number of things aren't out of your control. Let's take it back a little bit, because I think he's going to go in on Michael A. again, like he did in the first feature this evening, talking about, well, just talking about Michael A.
Effective. It's completely working. I mean, like, you know, I'm not quite where I want to be yet as far as finances. You know, I'm not where I want to be in a lot of aspects, you know, what I'm going through physically, just things that were out of my control. Yep. But it's all out of my control. But like I said, for someone to say, I've been where you're at, no, you haven't. Because if you were in my position right now, I mean, you wouldn't be donating to me. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm just telling you the truth.
If you weren't in my position right now, you wouldn't be donating to me. Okay.
Bro, people can take it however they want, but nah, that's not reality, man. Like, no. The people who donate, like, those are like the peasants. I'm just telling you the truth. You can say what you want, but the people who donate, when you start getting people who are psychotic like that, right? And they start saying weird stuff, like, yeah, that makes no sense, brother. You're not donating because you're...
So it's psychotic for somebody to attempt to empathize with you, which is exactly what that was. Man, I know what you're going through. It's an empathetic, sympathetic thing to say. On the face of it, anyhow. Nah, you can't even.
You're above me. You're not helping me. You're paying me for a business, for my service. You're paying me for what I do. It is not gratuity. I'm an entertainer. So I entertain, and just like when people entertain and they have a little...
You are not an entertainer. I, however, am an entertainer. I take your unentertaining stuff, strain it through my not at all allowed in polite society sense of humor, and here we go. What do you know?
Jar? That's not really tips. That's not...
Fewer and fewer people are watching you because they're getting their Tyree Sneed content from Negative 43 TV, whether it's from me or whether it's from the real Tyree Sneed. And always remember, when you're watching the real Tyree Sneed, you are watching Negative 43 TV.
Not really gratuity. They're entertaining so they can get paid. That's a business, right? So what are you saying? You're not making any sense, right? And like I said, if they could, they would twist it and use it the other way, right? And change my words or whatever, or try to use it. I mean, everything they say doesn't make any sense. It's just, oh, you're not supposed to win. But I am supposed to win. See, that's the part you don't get. I was born into this world. My name's Tyree Sneed, and I was born here to win. I was
Your name's Joseph Tyree Sneed V, otherwise known as Joey.
born to help everybody like I did. I was born to be a
Boy, that was juvenile, wasn't it? Joey.
blessing in everybody's life
Sometimes you gotta drop down to their level, kids.
like I was. And a lot of you didn't appreciate that blessing. Don't blame anyone else for the fact that you're receiving your karma and your karmic debt because you're a joke. That's nobody else's fault but yours. Correct? So like I said, like I just got a brand new pair of jeans. They look nice too. They look sleek. Right? I'm happy about that. I don't need much. I'm from the country.
Well, considering that you're wearing them, it's a good thing that they look sweet.
I'm easily satisfied. You know what I mean? But y'all could be donating so I can get the rest of the stuff I need. Right? Come on, bro. You think I'm going to spend my hard-earned money on this little basic stuff? No, I'm not. It's too much. It's too expensive, bro. No, I'm not paying no $10 on top of this. That's like almost $30. You're crazy, bro.
Oh no! However can a billionaire survive?
Hell no, bro. That's why, like me, I just try to like do what I can with that because I'm not about to waste all my money on miscellaneous regular basic stuff, bro, that should be free, man. You go to any other city and state, they hook you up with all this stuff for free. You saw what they did in Kentucky. They was giving me all this stuff for free, bro.
And you were dumb enough to leave. Yeah, you were being exploited big time, as was everybody else there. But everybody else there was by court order, not you. You must be special.
I ain't never seen anything like this where you can't get access to basic stuff for free. That's crazy, man. They have nothing over here. Like nothing, no resources. Like that's what needs to change. And then to have the audacity to say you're helping the community. They don't help the community. You think that little place down there helps the community? They don't help the community. Are you serious? What have they ever done for anyone? All those people are homeless and they stay homeless.
Well, you were eating. You had newer clothing. You had a bed. And I believe, if I remember how this whole process worked, it was a 9-month program. And if you followed it out, they would give you 80% of everything that you had earned. Yeah, 20% for food, clothing, and board. That's not bad.
That's the truth. Real talk. Why don't you talk about that? Talk about the facts. Talk about the facts that these people go to eat there. I know half of them. They go to eat there and they remain homeless. Like Eddie. Like, what are you talking about, bro? And Eddie is so entitled, it's unreal. Eddie was one of the most hardest people to manage to be around in that church thing, man. Eddie was a problem, bro. And Eddie's over there all the time. That's all he does is hang out over there, right? Go to eat. I don't know where he sleeps or what he does. You know what I mean? It ain't my problem. And like I said, I've always tried to be nice to Eddie. I still like Eddie, but it's just, it's...
Yes, Tyree Sneed, unrelenting negativity 100% of the time. Negative 43 TV.
It's what you've created because you spoil them rotten, your own. You spoil them rotten. You give them an excuse and you give them everything. You give them this free food. You give them free whatever. But then when it comes to other people like me, you ain't going to do nothing for me. You know, it's just like over there, they tell you, and I'm telling you exactly the truth. Y'all know where I'm talking about and what I'm talking about. They tell you, oh, you got to come at 6 a.m, take a shower over here. Right? There's that weird.
That is how he does it. He does not do any laundry whatsoever. Hello to Toothless Bane, here very late, but by golly, he got here.
Dichotomy. So, like, it's trying to hint that, like, people aren't showering. I mean, I shower every day. I've got excellent hygiene. Always have, always will. I mean, even anywhere. I mean, if I go to other cities and states that I don't even live in, I always get like a gym membership and I'm showering every day. Minneapolis, showered every day. Had a shower where I was staying at, had a shower at the gym. You feel me? So it's like, I don't get it. You know what I mean? Like 6 a.m, that's not kind of too early. You know what I mean? Like I'm not going. I can't get over there at no 6 a.m. I can't.
The fuck if you can't. The hell if you can't.
I just can't. It ain't happening. It's not possible. You know what I mean? So like that's what I'm saying. Like these people that they want to judge you and say my life's completely different than what it is because of just how things are. Like what? Like, dude, no, I've been doing excellent this entire time, man. I'm just saying y'all refuse to help. And I'm going to keep asking for donations. You know, you can call it what you want, man. I'm running a business. I work for donations. You're going to donate to me or you can get off my channel. You feel me? I'm not here for your nonsense. So like I said, we got another check already done in the books. It's at $102. It might accumulate more since it might, I don't know if it'll let me run that check up for the rest of this month, baby, which.
Oh my God. I don't know if they'll let me run the checkup for the rest of the month. Yes. I explained it a few minutes ago. My God, you're stupid. Oh, Jesus Christ. Thank God we're almost done. Programming note while I'm stopped, I will be on tomorrow afternoon. We'll do a little something for our Western European friends.
This month just started, right? We just had New Year's, so I'm in pretty good shape with the business. I'm in excellent shape with the business, and I'm proving that I make a lot of money relatively quickly. They just take forever to pay. And like I said, it's still going to take forever because we didn't get to the $100 quick enough because these people won't super chat. They won't do nothing. Kind of you see where the problem is? How y'all are the problem? So why should you talk here? Why should I give you a voice if you're literally telling me you don't want to see me eat and you don't want to see me win? We ain't got nothing to talk about.
We don't want to see you eat. We're not worried about seeing you win because it's a given that you're not going to.
Homie, it is what it is. You feel me? Like, you ain't got to be on my side, no problem. But when you against a righteous man, you go against me, you go against God. Feel me? So like I said, all my money's going to come to me regardless. I'm not even worried about that. I'm just trying to take care of my little stuff for now. And that's it. You know, they want me to always be having to run around and go out my way. And they want me to be struggling, but I never was.
Struggling? There's got to be another word for what you're doing. Struggling just does not cover it.
Ever. There hasn't been one time that I've been struggling. I tell y'all folks what you want to hear. I don't know what you're talking about, dude. Like, real talk, bro. Y'all are funny as hell, man. I'm talking about because all y'all are narcs. So you force me to spend money. I mean, I don't mind doing that because I never give up. See, that's the thing. They try to act like they're laughing at you because you have to start over. But there's other people cheering for you because you never gave up.
That's a great point. I'll read this one for the listeners. This one comes from Escape Velocity. Struggling implies effort. Yes, it certainly does. And thank you for that.
Real talk. Like, starting over is no big deal. It's not in your control when other people are sitting there playing games, right? And they're committing crimes and felonies and all this weird stuff. You know what I mean? Trying to give you a hard time. That's out of control, right? So starting over is no big deal anymore because I've done it a million times, right? And I'm not starting over. I'm just talking about, like, cash-wise, like rebuilding the cash. I've had to redo that a million times. I've had to start from scratch a million times. And you see how I got up, and I had
ice cream cake.
Had the will in me to do this business. I said, I'm Batman, and I said, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to take it seriously, and I'm going to put everything I have into this. You know, put thousands of dollars into it, invested I paid like $1,300 for the bat cycle, like $1,000, and then like $300 more having to fix it like 3 times, right? Because I was using it for real. That thing was powerful too, and I still own it. I have all these things, bro. I own all.
Oh, please tell me you got a D28. I love those so much.
This stuff, bro. The bicycles, those will be.
But you better tell me pretty quick because as of right now, this is all that I have for you on this Sunday here on Negative 43 TV. Programming note, this is what we're going to do tomorrow. We will return to. So let me tell you how reality works. And we'll do that at approximately 2 p.m. Sneedville time, 1400 for those of you who prefer your time that way. And Sneedville time is, of course, Eastern Standard Time here in the United States. A little something for our Western European friends. It'll be quite earlier than it is now, quite a bit earlier than it is right now. So we're going to have some fun. I'm hoping to get snowed in. Right now, it's not snowing very hard but it's snowing consistently. It's supposed to get really heavy, and it's not supposed to stop until 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, so God only knows where this thing's going to take me eventually. Thank you so much for spending some of your Sunday with us here on Negative 43 TV. It was a great party. It's always a great party, especially when you're here. Yes, you right there. You sitting right there. Yep, you right there. Great party, but it's time to bring up the house lights and go home. I'm Rich Baritone, and until the next time, I'll talk to you.
Slipped the surly bonds of earth and danced the skies on laughter's silvered wings. Sunward I've climbed and joined the tumbling mirth of sun-split clouds and done 100 things you have not dreamed of. Wheeled and soared and swung high in the sunlit silence. Hovering there, I've chased the shouting wind along and flung my eager craft through footless halls of air. Up the long, delirious, burning blue, I've topped the windswept heights with easy grace, where never lark nor even eagle flew. And while with silent, lifting mind, I've trod the high, untrespassed sanctity of space, put out my hand, and touched the face of God.